What's up, everybody? I am actually pretty nervous about making this video. I don't want to be a drama-based channel, and I don't want people to think I am picking sides in this. But the EverGrow Coin Sam, for those who are not aware, that is the CEO or chairman of EverGrow Coin and the COO, Chief Operations Officer for Reflex Finance, a token that has not launched yet or pre-sold yet, is they got into a little bit of a beef on Twitter. So let me set the stage for y'all, okay? For those who are new to Reflex Finance. Reflex Finance is a token that just actually hit 5,000 Telegram users and members, and they just hit 800 Discord members, and now they're at 3,000 Twitter followers. So it seems like they are actually picking up momentum, and they're going to have a strong following going into their public launch and pre-sale launch. With that all being said, Miles, the COO, has now chosen a more not aggressive as far as like I'm coming at you type of approach to marketing COO, being the COO of Reflex and marketing them. But he's just been responding to people's tweets and stuff like that. When crypto firms try to derail each other projects, they aren't hurting the project, which generally are funded blah, 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 blah. And then Miles said, well said. But there's been stuff like, previously where Miles, there's other stuff where 100% what I value above all else are a team and community that are built on integrity. Well said. So you can just see a little bit of what I mean about the COO of Reflex Finance just responding to tweets and stuff like that. Being on camera is a vulnerable position. Some opinions I read about my appearance this week are brutal. Every woman is a little girl and has a little girl inside. Beauty is very subjective and more than anything internal. I share to uplift other women. We're all beautiful. And then he responded, I think you did great. Don't let negativity bring you down. You're the best at what you do. So there's this approach that COO of Reflex Finance has chosen to do now, getting closer and closer to the stages of, launching. Then there's EverGrow Coin Sam, where he's not doing anything like that necessarily. He's more so choosing the route of talking about the upcoming projects and stuff like that, or not projects, the utilities of EverGrow Coin, getting people hype about EverGrow Coin, and then at the same time, he's been, as you saw my previous video, he's been talking about other crypto projects being very similar to EverGrow Coin. Well, he released this tweet saying, if I didn't care about each and every one of the EverGrow army, I'd have run off with the team wallet when it was over $100 million. Don't be surprised if I get upset when I see people with bad intentions target our community. I am here to change this space to make crypto better. And then Miles responded to this tweet saying, your contributions to EGC and crypto space as a whole are undeniable. An EGC investor myself, Sam was the reason I held through it all. Looking forward for what's next with EGC. Now, I don't know what was said outside of this tweet from Miles. There might have been a follow-up tweet that got deleted, but this seems like this is a reply to what he said in this tweet. My EverGrow Coin Sam says, Miles, your contract is a clone of ours. Your utilities are unoriginal. You built your team and support by specifically targeting our community and bribing them all with whitelists. Dishonorable. Look at dramatic EGC fresh contract. Original roadmap, docs team, they did it the right way. Or they did it right. Either way, he's saying they did it the right way. Here, I'm a computer science major. I study programming, especially software, especially programming languages, and Solidity in particular. I might be wrong about this. I have not seen Reflex Finance's contract public. So I don't know how Sam can accurately say it's a clone of theirs. And at the end of the day, everyone's a clone. Every crypto has been a clone of another crypto since the beginning. Bitcoin is the only crypto that created its own contract. But there's been other derivatives. In computer science, we have a term called parent and child. There's parents, there's the parent node, which is at the top of the tree, and then there's child nodes, which are derived from the parent. But then those childs can have children, and then they become parents as well, but they're still child to the parent. The Bitcoin was the parent. You have Ethereum, you got XRP, you got others that became children to Bitcoin. But then those children had other children, and those children had other children. So in my opinion, every crypto is a clone of another crypto. In my opinion, that's just my that's the computer. This is the computer science geek in my opinion. I haven't seen the contract, and I don't know how Sam. But here's the thing: Sam has stated in an AMA previously that and this was like back in November and October, that when the Ajit was on there and then he left or whatever, he stated that he doesn't really understand the developing stuff that much. He just leaves that to the developers to handle, right? And he handles being the chairman in the face of EverGrow Coin. Rightfully so. That's your job task. That's what you're supposed to do. But that leads me to believe that he doesn't have that strong of an understanding for solidity. So unless I'm gonna just end it there. I don't want to get too toxic with where I'm going with this or whatever. It's whatever. Now here's when we get to the replies and stuff like that. We don't need to worry about them, Sam. All it does is distracts us from what we are doing. Integrity is hard to keep, but it wins in the long run. We will all reap what we sow. Organic growth includes pulling the weeds out. EverGrow Sam said, I have zero concerns in terms of competition, but I'm passionate about the integrity, and upsets me to see our community being preyed on. And then there's follow-up replies to that. Someone said, thank you for being concerned for us. Now that you have expressed your concerns, I would recommend moving away from this topic. I certainly don't have your expertise, and I just fear the tone of your response will be putting to new investors. EGC will win its own merits. And then Miles said, well said, fair point. AJ's released a tweet saying, or AJ, I feel like he's a follower of mine. AJ says, Miles, is it true that W or whitelist for Reflex Finance were given or bribe to certain folks as favors? As an independent investor, this is concerning if true. Miles stated, good morning, AJ. I will address everything in detail this evening. That was said 7 hours ago. I will be posting a video, and I have no doubt it will answer all your questions. We value every investor. I will personally address your concerns. Thank you for the direct, respectful question. And then when you look at the replies from that, it's AJ saying, thanks for taking the time to respond, Miles. I like your style of direct talk and clearing out apprehensions. Looking forward to some clarifications. Absolutely. Thanks for being reasonable and thoughtful. EverGrow Coin then said, this is later on, he just said that the community is EverGrow. I'm just your employee. Then Crypto Fund released this tweet saying, what is your definition of a clone, Sam? And then it's a tweet back from October 11th, 2021. If you don't remember, EverGrow Coin is being called a copycat of SafeEarn. Here's the tweet. Hey, EverGrow Coin, EGC. We are flattered that not only did you use our code, but also all of the text on our website to promote yours. The only thing that wasn't cloned was transparency. Something SafeEarn has had from the beginning. Please inform the EverGrow holders. Yeah. So it seems like just a continuous cycle. Bitcoin may have complained about altcoins for copying it, but Bitcoin remains Bitcoin. Crypto God EGC said, I think we should be even more aggressive with our marketing strategy. And EverGrow Coin Sam said, agreed. We have big marketing lined up. Watch this space. Someone else respond. Crypto God then responded, we're with you, Sam. Someone else said, oh dang, I did not know that. And then Sam has this to say. And the most galling part is how you exploit your military background because you know it plays on people's heartstrings. Your CEO, who remains anonymous, rolls you out as the public face of the project. For that reason, more deliberate manipulation and underhand tactics. But I want you guys to remember, I'm sorry to nitpick, but I want you guys to remember how you exploit your military background because you know it plays on people's heartstrings. This crypto fan 1111 said, CEO doxing. You guys know how crazy crypto is. Doxing is a process, especially if you have other businesses. This is 101. ... Then Sam responded, I run a regulated investment firm, personally managing $100 million. I was doxxed from day one with more to lose than any crypto founder in history. There is no excuse for an admittee. I don't know how to pronounce that word. No other industry would accept it. Now, he said that using the military background was a way to play on people's heartstrings. In a way, you're playing on people's mental strings too, though, because, yeah, the heartstrings is, I feel like that's more so directed to people that were ex-military or whatever, that are in crypto now, that are looking for better financial freedom. Now they find, oh, one of my war buddies are here, let me go into this crypto or whatever. But you're doing kind of the same thing by reminding people that you are, and he did this at the beginning, where I run a regulated investment firm managing over $100 million, and then telling people the awards he has and stuff like that. I mean, a background's a background. You can't really eliminate your background from existence. I'm not punishing anybody for using their background when it comes to A, getting a job, and B, getting people to believe in you. That's part of using your that's part of trying to get the job and gain people's trust, is tell people your background. When you're trying to become a personal trainer for a basketball player or whatever that's in high school or middle school, if you played in the NBA, you're going to tell them, hey, I played in the NBA. This is the amount of experience I have. This is what I have experience doing that can help you out as well. Or if you was a trainer for an NBA player and got them to the league, you're going to bring up, hey, I was a trainer for X amount of NBA players and now they're in the NBA. You should let me help you out. And that's what you do with your background. You use it to help, to motivate people to give you a chance. And that's all he's doing. And that's what Sam did at the beginning. So I don't want to put any blame on anybody for using their background. If using your background is a way I'm playing on people's heartstrings, then I guess I played on people's heartstrings all my life. And then Crypto Fun posted on Twitter. This is the end of it, guys. I'm sorry. It's funny you call them a clone. That's all I heard about EGC. When it started, I'm pretty sure the website was a direct replica of SafeEarn2. While I agree that doxing is incredibly important, your facts are wrong. You praise RMTX or Ramatic EGC, but CEO dox was well after the launch. And this was actually one of my reasons for not buying Ramatic EGC, because the CEO wasn't doxed. But everybody else was supporting it. So then I kind of just put that under my rug or whatever, or made it less of a flag for me, because, okay, some crypto projects don't have to release their whole entire team. It's not a necessity for you to dox your entire team for me to invest in you. Look at Dogecoin. I didn't even know who the Dogecoin team was when I invested in them. Look at Shiba. I didn't know their team until when I invested in them. I didn't know that Vitalik Buterin was the team leader or the main guy behind Ethereum, but I invested in them. I invested in Ethereum because I believed in them. Dogecoin because their price was the cheapest of all altcoins, and then I invested in Shiba because, well, people was just talking about Shiba, and I threw $10 in it and it became $100. So thanks, Shiba. I really appreciate that. But and then Miles responded, yes, excellent points. I'll be personally addressing all of this. I'm going to put all this to rest. And people keep just calling each other copycats of each other. SafeMoon called SafeEarn a copycat of them. SafeEarn called EverGrow Coin a copycat of them. And now EverGrow's calling Reflex a copycat of them. I don't even know what to say at this point, man. Thank you guys all for watching, though. I don't like covering this kind of content because, I mean, it's toxic. This was toxic. This was a toxic recording. But at the same time, I feel like the EverGrow Coin community should be aware of what's going on. I mean, it's on Twitter. It's public. You can't blame me for making a video on this when you made it public. This is public. This is on Twitter. This isn't on CRATOR's membership page. This isn't something that you need a membership or you need something to pay for to see it, or it's not on the dark web. This is literally on Twitter for the whole world to see, and I don't even know what to say. I just hope I don't lose any subscribers for making this video. I tried to stay as neutral as possible and just talk about the facts that happened and that was said. Thank you guys for watching. Skip the Legend signing out. Y'all have a blessed one and stay safe. Peace.